Okay, let me see. Man, but yeah. What's up, man? It's Reginald. I know. Just chilling, bro. Just chilling today. Today is a kind of like a chilling day. This is the first day of the week, well, work week. Man, just chilling. Um, I've been watching this little YouTube channel, eating the podcast or eat at the table. It's about problems. It's mostly blacks. You got some, maybe a couple whites, and I guess a couple Spanish people. So it's one of the good shows. Like, I just sit there and watch. It's talk about relationships, wealth, men, women, stuff like that, man. It's chilling. But one thing I tell a lot of people that I don't stress at all. I don't stress like normal people. You know what I'm saying? So what I mean by that is, you know, black folks always seem like they have a problem with like just going out in the world. I'm not saying like I don't have no problems, but like me, a peace of mind is like a very important to me. Like if you ever come to my place, crib, chill with me, whatever, I'm always like peaceful. I'm big on my peace. I don't like being like in drama. Now a lot of people are like, oh, you post on Facebook. Yeah, but y'all gotta understand too. I'm like that same way. The same way I'm on Facebook is the same way I am in real life. But I'm not as like. I think people got a like this notion that I'm like a this asshole or anything like that. I'm really not. I'm just chilling. Like a lot of times people are like, oh, you stressed out or something wrong with you. Something must be wrong with you. No, not really. I'm just chilling. Like really just be chilling. I just be speaking my mind. And a lot of times, you know, people don't like speaking their mind. Like I be hearing a lot of people like, oh, I post a status or whatever. I get a lot of inboxes that say, oh, I agree with you, or you know, I see what you're saying, and or you know, I like what you said, but nobody ever come say that on the status. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like I just pick on people and shit like that. I don't honestly don't care about that. I just don't like shit out of order. I like shit in place, in order. I like I tell people all the time, if I gotta stop my responsibilities or my priorities just to please a person, I'd rather leave that person alone. I do not like stopping what I gotta do to satisfy or please another person. Now you could be a part of what I got going on, but when it comes to like, you know, when it comes to like me, like actually do things I need to do, compared to like, or this person don't like the way I do things or way I, you know, I guess construct things. I'm not gonna stop doing that, you know, to, you know, please another person. So if I go to the gym, Monday to Friday, do a gym every day, and let's say I meet this chick, talk to this chick, we start hanging out and stuff like that. I'm not gonna stop going to the gym. I'm not gonna let that distract me just because I'm talking to the person. Now instead of like, and some dudes, and this is another thing too. Some dudes do everything, like everything they do, is because of a female. You can't do that. I don't base my life off of, you know, per se like women. I base my life off, I gotta get this done. I gotta have this certain amount of money. I gotta work this I guess this amount of hours. I gotta eat this to stay healthy. I gotta do this because my kids need something, or I gotta give money to my kids so they could do this. I always put my priorities first before everything. And sometimes, you know, people get misconstrued with that mindset. But when you put everybody else before you, you're stressed out too. I talk to people all the time, bro. You gotta be. It's like crazy how I just talk to people a lot of time and ask them like, what's going on, and I'm like, dog, I don't go through like a lot of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't, and it's because I know how to bring peace or whatever, or to my house or to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of like, I like being isolated. I don't like being around everybody, because once you around everybody, you'll be peer pressure to do whatever they want to do. Like one of the things, I'm from New Orleans, right? So Well, I'm not from here. I'm not born here, but I'm basically living my whole life. A lot of people eat seafood. A lot of people go to second line. I never been to a second line before, ever. I've been living here my whole life. Nope, never went to a second line. I don't eat seafood. I don't eat boudin. I don't eat none of that. It's not me. I don't want to be peer pressure. I don't want to be out there and be peer pressure to do I guess whatever everybody else do. I don't live my life like that. And once you be around so many people, they influence everything you do. I mean, that's a reason why a lot of people stress, because they always want to, do what everybody else want to do. Everybody want to go to this party. Everybody want to drink this type of alcohol, or everybody want to bring their guns. I don't got time for that. I live my life peacefully. A lot of people don't understand that. Maybe, that's just how I choose. You know what I'm saying? Me, I grew up with both parents. So, I ain't gonna say my parents were strict, but I couldn't do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So when I did, got older and, moving my own, did everything on my own, I see why. I go out, went to clubs. I used to go to clubs every week. Clubs. You can see clubs. Clubs every week. Drinking every week. And once, I did it for 2 years straight. It got old. Now you want to start, you want to start building a family, have kids and all that. Now, I wanted kids since I was 17. I was just raised with both parents. And every day I seen my parents and brothers and sisters and stuff like that. So it wasn't like, I didn't never lived without them. You know what I'm saying? So when I first moved from into my own apartment and shit like that, I was homesick because my whole life I was with parents and sisters and brothers. You know what I'm saying? I never lived on my own. I'm the first child. I got an older sister. I got a younger brother and a younger sister. I think my brother is 27. I think he's 27. He born in 95. I'm 29. 27. Yeah, he just turned 27. Matter of fact, what today is? Oh, he's gonna turn 28, May 18th. It's today the 16th, so 2 days from now. But anyway, I got an older sister. She's 30. I'm 29. I'm born December 11th, 92. She born February 28th, 1992. Don't. I know about the 6 month thing. That's I don't put my people information out like that. But yeah, me and my sister born in the same year. So y'all do the that's not 6 months, 9 months. Y'all do the calculation. But anyway, yeah. But my whole life had my parents, my parents and my brothers and sisters. So I never strayed from that. I never moved from that. I'm always a family oriented person. So yeah, but our family was different. It was not like how everybody else family is. I ain't gonna say it in a bad way, but you always have family drama. We was never like family that's had drama. You know what I'm saying? We was never like that. And I don't know. I seen like my parents argue sometimes, but it was never like, you know what I'm saying? It was never like damn, my daddy said that or my mama said that. It was never like that. It was never. I guess they try to keep it away from us. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying we didn't never argue. We heard them argue before, but it was never to a level extreme or something like that. People will say, well, you're born with a silver spoon or gold spoon. No, it was not necessarily. It just both of my parents care, so that's how I treat my kids. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, unfortunately, me and my kids' mom not together, so but they live in two different households. But it's, as long as they get the necessary things they need, and stuff they want, I can't really complain about nothing like that. But my plan wasn't to have kids and be in two separate households. But that's just unfortunate. That's how things happen. So I was raised with both parents. Now we both take care of the kids. I look at the kids Friday, Saturday, Sunday on the weekends. So I don't have weekends to have fun. I don't. yeah, I get my kids on weekends. Try to do little stuff with them. Try to do little project stuff with them. A couple weeks ago, we did y'all can't see it, but the cloud. I post a lot of shit like that, but the cloud ceiling and shit like that. And they wanted to help. They was excited to do it. So we do little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of stuff I can improve on with dealing with them. I mean, everybody can improve some way. But my daughter came. I just told the story too. My daughter came. It was Saturday, and we just chilling, and she was like, Dad, I want to start doing a YouTube. I want to start, doing reviews on toys. Cause she watched a lot of them kids do toys, and she like playing Rublex or however you say that game name, whatever you want to call it. And they watch kids do like pancakes that make make to cartoon characters. She's into stuff like that. Kids into stuff like that, TikToks and stuff like that. But I'm not into TikTok, whatever. But I was like, cool, you know what I'm saying? So I told her, I warned her about posting stuff like that on cause she already had a YouTube. She did like little dance TikTok videos, little short videos, but I told her, if you want to be a YouTuber, they got some ugly people out there. So you got some people who they don't know how to, I guess, be nice or be positive. So, I warned her about that. She was like, she don't care, she just want to do YouTube. I do YouTube and stuff like Twitch and stream, Call of Duty, Madden, whatever. I do all that stuff. And then my friends, they do all that stuff too. We all into it. Like I got friends that grew up in 8th grade, Ellender. A lot of people from Marrero, whatever, Ellender. So basically, they come every weekend. So they'll see me talk to my partner Marv, talk to my partner Fred. We play the game. I stream and stuff like that. So they like come and watch, and they might, they always come on my YouTube and stuff like that. And hey daddy, what you doing? Or I like your video, stuff like that. So, I try to lead by example. The stuff I do, I want them to be able to do. I don't want to, I guess, do something that I wouldn't want them to do. I don't want to be a bad influence. So I make sure everything is in order. You know what I'm saying? I make sure they get things right. I do like, they be like, I want this certain toy. Sometimes we go GameStop, Best Buy, Walmart, I was just get them little toys. And they sit in the back, sitting on the couch or in their room or in my bedroom, and just like they'll take their camera and record themselves, try to make a YouTube video and stuff like that. But I try to influence my kids the right way, you know what I'm saying? I also tell them about the evil, evil stuff that's out here too. So you gotta kind of watch that. But anyway, yes. Normally the podcast it'd be me and my co-host, but I just did it solo because it's a minute a week. I ain't had nothing to do. So I'm just sitting, chit chat and talking. But it's normally Saturdays, 3 p.m. We just talk about everything basically. But hold on, let me turn it down. Hold on. But again, I tell people all the time, I don't stress. Stress. You can't be out here stressing, bro, because it's like negative energy. Like, you ever heard somebody like, I guess you have like a good week, whatever, and then you got like a family member or friend, whatever. Y'all talk, and when y'all talk, something bad happened in your family or in your household, and then it wind up jumping on you and shit like that. That's a real thing, man. And I try to help people out best as I could. I do that I literally talk to people every day, right? I just like inboxing and man, I text or I like just talking to people and try to understand stuff like that. So I'm more of an information person, so I gotta know details, to understand. And then I don't like one thing. I talk to people on Facebook and shit like that. And if I have a problem, and a lot of people gotta understand this too. If I had a problem with you personally, I'm not gonna go on Facebook and make a status or a post or IG make a status post talk about you. I don't do that. Never do that. Inbox that person, or if you got that person number, text them, call them. You know what I'm saying? Don't embarrass anybody on social media, right? Because that shit come back. Then you got kids. That look at this stuff, man. I don't never like when I make a status or post, I don't go at anybody directly. I don't say, well, at this person. You never want to do that because somebody's kids could be watching, somebody's family members could be watching. You don't do that. Like, if you got a beef with somebody, inbox that person. Inbox that person. Do not like I see people all the time take their posts, their personal life, and put it on Facebook or Instagram and stuff like that. You can't do that. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, because they got people looking at your status, laughing at you. Nigga ain't gonna laugh at me. One thing I restrict from my page totally is family. You don't know who my daddy is. You don't know who my mama is. You don't know who my cousin is. Now, I have pictures of my kids, but that's pictures from years ago. You're not going to get an updated picture of my kids. I keep those things out. Don't put your business on Facebook. Now, I tell people I stay in Metairie. Okay, that's Metairie. I don't tell you exact location. I'm going to tell you where I be at. I mean, only time you see me post anything is food, gym, or something like that. Never where I'm at, my location where I live at. Yeah, people be putting too much information on social media, bro. You can't do that. Stop. If you pissed off at somebody, go inbox that person. And then 9 times out of 10, a lot of times when y'all go on Facebook and y'all beefing with each other, y'all got their number. Y'all got the numbers. You got the numbers to cell phone DM. Why y'all always gotta go take it to Facebook? What's the point? And then you got somebody cousin, that person you beefing with cousin, looking at the video. Or when I see that person, I'm gonna beat them up. We gonna shoot, killing. I don't get stuff like that. I don't partake in stuff like that. I'm gonna post what I want to post, but I tell people all the time, I ain't beef with nobody. I don't beef with nobody. Nobody beef with me. I don't. You might talk some shit on a status, but you'll never beef with me. I don't hold no grudges. I don't deal with like that. You're not gonna get me like that ever. You're not gonna get me like that ever. So yeah, that's one of the things too. Like being stressed too. It's like a lot of things that's go on. Like a lot of fights that people go on or people do. It doesn't make sense. Some people be so fucking petty. They know the shit be wrong, but they'll do it just to prove a point. I don't do like that. It can't get like that. We gotta stop doing that. Like stop trying to please everybody, bro. I don't like pleasing nobody. If I don't please myself, I can't do it. Like one thing I always say too, put yourself first before anybody. Put yourself before your kids, your mama, cousin, auntie, brother. Put yourself first, because once you put everybody else before you, you will never take control of your life. One thing I do, and like I tell people all the time, I like order. You're not gonna get me to do something that I don't mess with. If I don't smoke weed, I'm not smoking weed. If I don't go out late, I'm not going out late. If I don't want to eat seafood, if I don't want to talk crazy with you, I'm not doing that. Stop being peer pressured. Nobody will ever peer pressure me. That's one thing you're not gonna do. Another thing is too, nigga, knock your confidence down. Nigga will never. I don't care what anybody say or think about me. Nigga don't know anything about me, but what I post. That's it. You don't know anything about me. You don't know what I do. You don't know what I do, how many people I help. You don't know, like, how much money I spend. You don't know what type of people I meet. Nobody know that. I don't post shit like that. If I'm in a relationship, you're not gonna know. Well, me and this person on Facebook or in a relationship with this person. You would never do that. I would never put my information out like that, because that's giving access to. Well, make easy access to you. You would never find out. Nobody would know. I'm not doing. You put too much stuff on Facebook, or Instagram, and then another thing is too. A lot of people painting a picture on my life good. They're gonna post all this. I'm on vacation or to post money. Nigga, that's 9 times out of 10. That's not their life at all. I just pictures like you take a picture. And they probably got 1,000 pictures of that same picture, but they got to paint a different picture. I guess a storyline behind it. It's always a storyline. That's not. I don't live my life like that. You will never anything when I cook or something like that. And I post it, whatever. People gonna have their opinions. I don't care, man. It is what it is. There's opinions, but that's not. You will never see that. Like, so what somebody say destroy anything that deals with, I guess, my everyday life. Like some there's some people. It's like 90% people, or there's 100 people, right? 90% of those people will play victim because with somebody else here. If I play basketball and somebody tell me I'm trash, 90% of the people will, they'll like, I'm trash. I give up. My confidence shot. Me, I'm like, man, fuck what he talking about. I'm gonna do even better than I did last time. You always improve. Niggas don't like improving. Nigga will see something stupid to you. Nigga will see something dumb to you, and you just roll with it. Nigga will never knock my confidence down, ever. That's one thing niggas not gonna do. You can say whatever about me, but you're not knocking my confidence down. That's the last thing. I like integrity. I got integrity, so niggas ain't gonna knock nothing down. I don't care what it is, how you feel. You're not knocking my confidence down. I'm one confident person. Nobody can ever tell you that he's not a confident person. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it, no matter what it is. Well, at least try my best to do it. Niggas not doing that. Another thing, bruh. And we talk about. I said this on the podcast. When you gotta check your diet, bruh. The way you eat also dictate how your mood is. If I tell people all the time, like if it's a reason why, it's a reason why you gotta fast a lot of times, get your body a break eating, right? So if I'm eating, let's say baked chicken, broccoli, stuff like that, fruits and stuff like that, I got high energy. I have I don't feel bad. I don't got muscle aches. None of that. I could sleep 4 or 5 hours and pop up. I'd be straight. Like, the best naps to me are short. I can't lay in the bed for 8 hours. My body aches. My bones hurt. It's like I'm not meant to, I guess, sleep so long. I need about 4 or 5 hours. I'm on my way. And I say this too, that when you have a bad diet, a lot of people be stressed out because of that too. What you eat makes you stress. So I tell people all the time too, watch this, right? Go eat you some fruit. Go eat you some grapes before you go into bed, right? Go to sleep. Right before you eat grapes, about 30 minutes before you go to bed, eat some grapes and go to sleep. Now, go eat you some bag of chips, noodles, pizza, right before bed, 30 minutes. And you check out the difference between the two. You're going to have a badass morning with that junk food. I'm telling you. I do it. I did it all the time to test myself. I'm like, man, let me try to eat something. Try to eat some grapes, or let me eat some oatmeal before going to bed. So in the morning, I wake up, I be feeling good, I be feeling right. I don't eat breakfast in the morning. If I eat breakfast in the morning, I'm gonna be super hungry for lunch. I don't know why, but that's how it is. But anyway, if you eat that junk food, it takes a long time. Pizza, all that take a long time to digest. That's why some people stop at 7. I usually stop eating at 9 o'clock before going to bed. I go to bed about 11:30. I got to be up for 5. But once you concentrate on your health, bruh, if you eat right, your mental get right too. When somebody's stressed and hurt and they got bad diets, but they don't eat, they drink all the time, they try to cope, they pain with drinking, drugs. You ain't got to do all that, bro. Just eat right. Get out the house. Go to the gym. Go work out. Go to the gym. And once you, like I tell people all the time too. There's another thing. I talk all the time. Like I talk to people all the time, but I really be talking, and it's one of the things that I guess cope with my mental. Just talking. When you set a goal, right? So one of the reasons why I be strict on my diets too, because it helps me stay devoted, and it helps me stay locked in. You know what I'm saying? So if I consistent with my diet, I'm gonna be consistent of me going to work. I'm gonna be consistent of me being there for my kids. Be consistent of me eating well. Be consistent with anything. I'm never gonna be lazy. I'm not gonna stop. You know, sometimes you're gonna be lazy because you work too much with all that. But when you have like a certain diet or you set out a certain goal and you determine and you straight to that goal, everything else in your life is gonna be easy too. So once I find out that some of the stuff that I eat is bad for me, I cut it out cold turkey right then and there. Some people gotta wean off. They might eat this bad food, you know what I'm saying? Like they might eat a little bit here and there to wean off, then completely to zero. Every time I made a goal for myself, every time I made a goal for myself, I always try to stay locked into that. And 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna get that goal done. I never set a goal and never finished it. So people are like, "What's your goal in the next 10 years?" I don't really have goals. I have goals, but not like something that's life changing. Like I want to go travel to Jamaica. I want to go to Israel. I want to go to New York, Florida. I never been to Florida or New York. So I want to try to travel more. Also, they have an event. Got a couple of events I want to go to too. They got the Atlanta Comic Con. They got that RDC World, I guess, event in Texas, stuff like that. I'm dipping and diving into multiple industries too. So a lot of people you're gonna see that come on the podcast is gonna be people that's already in the industry. I'm gonna try to get on another interview with Gerard Williams, which is Hip Hop Gamer. He worked for Hot 97. He got to deal with Logitech G. I'm gonna get a lot of dudes that's YouTubers. They in the industry. Triforce. He was an ambassador for Nintendo. So I'm glad I met him through a close friend. Shout out to Rob. Rob also. Rob do a lot of my videos, a lot of the sceneries and stuff like that, stuff with logos and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm just trying to expand now. You know what I'm saying? I want to start doing more things that I want to do, like YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for a while, Twitch and stuff like that. But I want to like go into different industries and stuff like that. So I'm working on that. I just, you know what I'm saying? I just live life very differently from everybody. I want to make sure my kids straight. That's one of my goals. Like relationship stuff too. I don't know, bro. I'm starting to think relationships ain't for me. I mean, it is for me, but it's not for me. Maybe I gotta wait. Maybe like everybody say, just wait. I'm very strict on that too. I don't like. Again, I don't like being peer pressured, or I don't like being like somebody change my peace. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to me providing, I can provide a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Money. Everybody talking about money. That's the least thing I'm worried about. I can provide. You know what I'm saying? I worked since high school. The same year I left high school, 2010. I've been working since 2010. It's about to be 12 years, right? 12 years. One of the things I learned soon as I left high school, I went to the construction industry. I started off on ground level, doing carpenter work, doing concrete, stuff like that. Carpenter work, concrete. Eventually hopped on the machines, excavator, dozers, bobcats, forklift. Now I'm a heavy duty operator. I don't even be on ground level at all. I just be in riding machines. Those is completely. I'm a heavy equipment operator. I work in like different plants. Sasol, Monsanto, Shell, IMTT, energy plants. So, me working for these 12 years, I got so many different trades. I could do Rod buster, which is like tie rods for concrete foundations, pour concrete finisher, equipment operator, carpenter, just basically anything. So I'm kind of good. I'm kind of good with my hands. You know what I'm saying? I could create things, build things, and one of the things I could provide is just me services, like just services. And one of the things also too is I'm trying to create. I got some ideas basically to create some things that's gonna, I guess, make life easier. Like one of the things I want to do, and I've been thinking about this for about 2 years. It's like create a program just for men when it comes to like trades. So I wanna show dudes how to operate machines. I want to show them how to do carpenter work. I want to show them even how to cook too, stuff like that. Work out, be a trainer and stuff like that. So I want to do a program like that. And I mean, I could do it. I already got the people. I already know the people. I'm already like close to the people in the industry who know how to do stuff like that. It's just time consuming. So everything I do, like when I work, I take a lot of money aside, and here's money for business stuff, myself, and then bills. So I try to separate those two. Even if I just throw like $40 here to discount, or take $4 of cash, put in a save, whatever. I try to separate and manage my money a little better. I made a post like a couple weeks ago talking about how I used to go to CVS to get groceries and stuff like that. With the big lots, save like what, $30. So I'm working the budget kind of better. I'm kind of bad at budgeting, but I usually just get shit and just go with it. I don't really like sit there. Well, if I go this route, I'm saving $5, or this route, I'm saving $10. Never did that. Just strictly just went and got it. Well, also anyway, yeah, just I try to live my life super in order. Like some things that I can't control, I don't worry about that. Everything I could control, I worry about it. I'm very strict on that stuff, man. I don't like people messing with my peace. I don't like people messing with my peace at all. So I stay strict, man. I gotta stay strict. Also, like I said, Eat at a Table podcast is one of my favorite podcasts. I do this. I watch this damn near every day. I go to sleep sometimes watching this. It's like I say, it's a YouTube channel that strictly talk about relationships, what a man bring, what a woman bring, everything, every aspect of life. And I might check it out. Might watch the whole episode. It's like an hour. It's really a really good YouTube channel. I watch it every day. Sometimes they stream. I'm gonna see if I can switch the scene and see if I can watch it like this. Let me see. Oh, there we go.
And you gonna pay me. You gonna be good.
There
about
we go.
Everything I'm saying.
Go watch it a little bit.
You gonna be good. Okay.
Yo, oh my God. Son. It's Cinco de Mayo.
A moment of silence. I think this whole thing may be real.
What you mean, maybe?
So just intro with the topic.
Yeah, but let's just.
With a moment of silence
Yeah.
for Kevin.
Wait, so we're gonna. Hey guys, glad you're joining us. Shut up. We're happy you guys have joined us today. We got some fire. We can't wait. Instagram family, YouTube family. Y'all, we at 100,000 subscribers. We love it. We appreciate it. Please spread the word. We do this for y'all. We really do. So SO is going to introduce our moment of silence.
We're gonna have a moment of silence for Kevin Samuels. We just heard he passed away, 56, cardiac arrest, trailblazer, content, digital creator. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels.
All right, so today we're going to be
Quickest shit ever. God. I took
Go ahead.
today we're going to be talking about this is going to be like a 2.0.
ruin my prayer.
Everybody knows our huge like viral topic of what do women bring to the table. So today our guys are going to tell us what men bring to the table. and what they should be bringing to the table.
Everything.
Okay, and Rico apparently thinks that men bring everything to the table. I guess they fucking themselves, but all right.
She went. So
Anyway.
leave it up to her to go low with the low blow.
I'm gonna always go low.
I still don't understand.
That was just a joke, though.
Okay.
But anyway, so no, real talk. Like, I want to know. Actually, I want to go with Esso first because I want to go with you first because we already know Rico gonna have hella stuff to say. So as a man, this day and age, and obviously we're different generations, you and I, versus Rico. But like, what do you feel like men bring to the table?
Really, okay, Aaron, go ahead.
I think.
But I think y'all might not think the same.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is what I think. I think we bring strength to the table. Thank you, appreciate you. I think we bring stability to the table. You know what I'm saying? And I think that we bring
Go ahead.
overall ability to bring us all together. You know what I'm saying? Through one like mind when we're dealing with things, because I feel like that us as men that want to be providers and do all that great stuff, we take into account the way that our wife, girlfriend, baby mama, or woman feels. We think about the way our kids feel. And I think that we have that ability to bring things together in that way. Not to say that women can't. They have a different way of doing it. And in a different type of situation, I feel like that they excel. I'm not going to lie. But when we're dealing with the regular structure of, if we're saying what a man going to bring to the table with a family structure, I feel like that they provide those type of things that women can't provide for them on a regular basis.
I agree. To dive deeper, more specific, men also bring guidance to the relationship or to the table, whatever you want to call it. They bring guidance in all different ways and aspects. They bring guidance in financial ways. They bring guidance in structure. They bring guidance, I honestly believe, in every aspect. Besides maybe the emotional standpoint, I don't think they bring guidance into that. But when it comes to just about everything else, they bring guidance and structure, because especially now, if you just, put two and two together, I think it's a beautiful thing. We spoke about this before, a beautiful thing that women are making more money and they are becoming so much, they're actually fulfilling a lot of their potentials. But it's still very new. There was something that I read online I didn't read it online. Rashawn mentioned it before on the show, where he said that 75% of women don't know what to do with their money when they get it. So in terms of maybe financial literacy, successful men, not all men, because I don't think every man
let's
has
talk in
money.
averages.
Yeah.
We know what the averages are.
But even in my relationship, you know what I'm saying? I've gave guidance. I've made game plans and strategized. How are we gonna get from A to B? How are we gonna get from B to C? How are we gonna get from C to D? I'm really the one that's kind of putting most of that together, majority of it. So I think that's what I'm really speaking about when I'm talking about guidance.
So I have a question for both of y'all. Do y'all think that the average man who's making $45,600 some odd dollars a year, the average man living in New York, Can
we give an age on this average man? Hypothetically, since we're speaking.
28, 29 to 40. They're reasonable.
So,
I'm just saying, because y'all are obviously speaking from a different perspective, right?
Yeah.
So,
but I'm in that age group.
No, not the age group. I'm just saying, where you are in life as far as success, as far as, where you see yourself financially, throughout your life path. Yeah. Do you...
They're bringing great things to the table. They're smart. They make good decisions for themselves. They're always on point. Then you can gauge and say, yo, I got a dude that's, that's paying attention, and he's on his beam. He knows what he's talking about. He's clean. He works hard, pays his bills. He got good credit or don't. He's working towards it. You know what you have. So you know if you can follow his lead. And if that's what you're looking for in a man, then it's key that you pay attention to his qualities and what he can or can't do. If we want a woman and we go with a woman that cooks and takes care of home and she doesn't have those skills and he decides to make that his wife, I'm going to be telling him, like, what did you expect? She's not just going to find these skills. You have to pay attention to what you want. You have to know what you want. But we as people fall in love and we don't pay attention to what we want for ourselves or what we personally need. We go with the joy a lot of times. So if you're a person that's clean and you want your house right, you might be with a woman who isn't beat for that. She might want to go make money. She might not want to take care of the home, but you like her. Are you going to say, I don't want to be with her because she doesn't have these couple of qualities that I want her to have? Or are you going to adjust to that? And that's what a lot of women, I feel like, do. They think that they're going to adjust and they can pick up the slack for these men that they want them or would like for them to lead them. Exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. My fault.
I'm just saying, I don't know if women particularly want to be led.
Yeah.
I feel like we hear a lot of content creators and people in this whole like manosphere saying that, well, women need to be able to be led. But at the end of the day, just like you just said, women are only willing to be led or should only be willing to be led when they're going to lead you somewhere like good. Don't can lead me to the toilet. You know what I mean? I think that, and you're saying it for both sexes, and I actually appreciate that, because you got to pay attention to what somebody shows you and what somebody doing, because you can't expect them to do something after you get married, something totally different from when they was beforehand. So
I think that you guys aren't thinking about the average person. I think you guys are not considering what the real average life, since you brought, because the question was about the average man. Can the average man guide? That's what we were talking about, right? And between 29 to 40, and I'm going to say yes. After approximately the age of 32. They say most men become financially stable around 32 to 35 or 33, whatever it is. And, I kind of feel like I seen that growing up. I'm not considering my position. I'm not considering your position, his position of life, because it's unrealistic.
what's unrealistic?
Basically, the way we're able to live is unrealistic.
Why is that?
It's not the average.
Yeah, we only make up approximately 15% of the world, or 50% of this country, and it's even less when you think about the world.
Right.
So when you ask me, can a man guide a woman, I'm going to tell you yes. Now, if you're saying, can a man guide a woman to 6 figures and he's not a 6-figure man, I would tell you no. Well, most cases, no, obviously. But I appreciate right now so much because you're forced to be a partner if you're an average person. I don't care who you are, guy, girl.
Why say forced?
Because
you need somebody else to survive.
need somebody else to survive. If the average...
but you think people realize that, though?
Yeah, I do, because the average person, the average household in America...
They don't want to.
Yeah, no, the average... Listen, I got picked up. I was Ubering to my gym. I got in the Uber to my gym, which is like 40 minutes away. And the lady picked me up, and as she picked me up, she's driving me, and she's talking to me. And she's telling me about her life. And she's like, you live in these new apartments, the expensiveness. She's like, where are you going the 40-minute drive? I said, to the gym. She said, you're paying all this money on an Uber to go to a gym? Like, I'm like, yeah. And she said, wow, you must have a lot of money. And I said, I don't have a lot of money. I just haven't, enough, whatever, to speed the conversation up. She goes on to tell me how since COVID happened, or actually before COVID has happened, her husband lost his job. She's a nurse, and then she also is now Ubering. He hasn't been able to get back into his job since the COVID, whatever.
He Ubering too, right?
No. So he's at
She's
home.
making $100,000 being a nurse, and she's driving a car.
And she's driving the car. But
I know she's making $100,000.
They had bought the house. They had bought the house that they live at in the same town as me. I think she said 5 or 6 years ago.
What's he doing?
Right now, he's doing nothing.
What you mean?
Right. That's what.
I'm talking about, he's not
That's not
doing
compute.
anything. So what
What you mean nothing? He's just home playing Call of Duty.
Well, I don't know what he's doing at home, but I know that he's not working. She told me he's not bringing in any money.
She's capped.
So, all right, but
Wait.
but
Let
what
Rico
I'm saying
go.
is, so she's telling me how she's getting mad now because she's bringing in all the money for the last couple years, right? And she's like, first when the COVID started, I didn't care. But now that COVID is kind of like, you got to get up and go back to work. And he just hasn't done it, right? He was collecting unemployment. So I said to her, well, it's kind of crazy because, I appreciate the fact that this is the extent that you're willing to go to. She's like, well, we have, a 5-year-old and a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old. I gotta also do my part. I can't be mad because he was doing his part before. This is just a downtime. And that's what I mean by people are forced to work together. Because a lot of people are not making money single-handedly. So when you're making money together, or even if it's one side, maybe you're
That's so
making money
crazy.
now, you have the ability.
That's so like
to make money
bullshit.
too.
Look at that so.
So then if I go
Look at
down,
that so.
you pick it up.
That's so like
In the
bullshit.
average world, not including us, in the average world, they're only making $40,000 a year each.
You have to.
You combining this to $80,000 to have a realistic.
They're not combining that though, bro.
I mean, I'm not gonna.
So this is Rico. Rico is like our age, like 29, 30. Rico my age. Eso like maybe 40s, late 30s, 40s. That's like an older dude, older generation. I forgot her name, but in the middle, she like 30, same thing, like late 30s, early 40s. But she married, Eso married, and Rico is not married. Well, let's see a relationship, something. But basically, just like it's a bunch of people on the show. Now, Eso is also on the Matt Hoffa podcast, the My Expert Opinion. Eso be on there all the time too. Eso is like a manager, producer / DJ that was like in his days still is popular. Like, but he's like work with a lot of artists and stuff like that. So these one of my favorite. This channel like it's one of my favorite because they always got women on there and they got men. Women say the same, like they get their piece too. They spill their piece out too. So I try to understand both sides of the party. And then a lot of these women too on here, they're our age, younger, and then older women too. So it's like all around when it comes to ages, and it's like one of my favorite shows. I could watch this all day, all the time, because I learn stuff. I learn patterns. I learn, stuff women like and stuff like that. Stuff, I just learn. It's like a little learning experience for me. Like I said, I'm always doing something at the work. I'm watching some kind of video, some kind of documentary, to increase my knowledge or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So. I study behavior a lot too, so yeah, it's one of my favorite shows. I'm gonna keep going because the shit get good too.
I'm not gonna say they're combining all of it
Homeboy is spending his $40K right?
on everything.
Yes, and whatever is left.
Not in New Jersey, because the 40K isn't even.
Not in Rico's home, huh?
Go ahead.
Wait, no, that's what I'm saying.
Not
That's the
in
word
Rico.
thing.
And so go ahead, finish up.
Because I'm a little lost by that too. Let me backtrack.
Please, 'cause
right?
that's the one
Let me
thing I can't
backtrack
get
because I'm a
past.
little lost by this too. If she's going to work
Yeah.
and they have a family where they have a car that can be driven for Lyft or whatever,
That's the
right?
question, brother.
Right?
Please.
Why is he not driving the car? And if she's crazy enough, right, to let him stay at home while she chooses to drive the Uber, she deserves what she gets.
deserve what she gets.
She deserved what she
You mean,
get.
like the money?
Why are we talking about homeboy? He's pimping, and she is doing what she's supposed to be doing, I guess, for him.
Wait, but what are her options?
Her options is, yo, Playboy, you see that car out there that I'm driving to go get the bread? You need to be getting up to go get that
But he
bread.
can still say no.
Okay, once he says no, boo, you know you picked the wrong person, and you need to make a move and do what you got to do.
Yeah, but
this is what I go back when I said from the beginning, and I'm gonna let you finish, that women have to understand who they picking and who they dealing with. I know you as a person, right? As a human being. Forget a friend.
No.
You're not going to let your baby mama go get a job and be a nurse, and y'all need money, and she's gonna go out and drive the Uber. That don't make no sense.
Guys, real quick.
when it
Everybody,
comes down to it,
everybody's
it
calling you
doesn't
guys by name. They're just letting you guys know that Kevin Samuels passed away on YouTube. So a lot of your fans, a lot of your viewers on YouTube is just letting you guys know.
Wait, he was on YouTube when it happened?
No.
No. They're just saying.
You got Lean Andrews is letting you guys know.
Yeah,
saying
we
Rico,
knew
Esso.
Kevin. We said rest in peace to Kevin. We respected him. We knew he passed away. We was one of the first people to find out what's going on. And rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. We started the show with that, or the live with that.
Yes, definitely rest in peace. So to go back to what I was saying, so you're bugging 100%. I don't care what you say, you're bugging, because at the end of the day,
I'm with Esso on this
if
one.
they
though.
got if they have a whole family, so if you just take about, I don't have all the answers to their story, but they have a 7-year-old is their eldest, right? So I know they've been together for 7 years. And I know that she said that he was holding it down before. So if this is the time where he's having a rough time bouncing back, why can't she do it for a year and a half, 2 years? You know what I'm saying?
Was she complaining
But
to
I
you?
said this. I said
But wasn't
I'm
she
with you on
complaining?
this one then.
huh?
But wasn't she complaining to you?
Of course she's gonna.
No, don't be with him.
No,
She's
no, no.
complaining.
It does not matter.
Let him finish his story.
Stop. No, it doesn't.
She's complaining.
But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is we're not taking into consideration the average people. Like Esso has been living a luxurious lifestyle since he was 18 years old. Okay?
No, it wasn't easy. So
Whatever, it was still luxurious. I don't care the difficulty. You have these people who I don't know anything about their history. I just know he was holding it down for 7 years or maybe 5 years, because if COVID was about 2 years, you know what I'm saying? And I know the child is 7 at this moment. And she decided to pick up and do what she got to do. However it is, this is the time. What I'm trying to say is this is the time frame where everybody is forced to be partners for average lifestyles.
Esso.
Yes.
What I think Rico is saying is this, and this is a real thing, that men don't get no credit when they need a break. Sometimes a man loses a spirit. You could be the most getting money dude in the world. Sometimes if your spirit is broken, your woman needs to go out there and hustle.
I lost my I lost my spirit. I got worn down by the music business.
Oh, talk on it. Okay.
All right.
Let's talk.
I have a wife. I do not hide that my wife makes a lot of money. I'm not going to even front on her. You know what I'm saying? For most women, she's not a millionaire, but she makes it easily $250,000 a year every year for the last 7-8 years.
Well, you know she's in the top 5%.
Okay, so before that, she had one gap for 4 years where she didn't make no money. Mm-hmm. She laid on the couch and couldn't figure out what she was doing. Before that, she made a whole lot of money. I get it, right? Mm-hmm. I had lows because you work for yourself. There were times where I didn't have the money. But even when she was the one that was getting that bread, I still was pulling my shit too, and I was in a funk too. I didn't want to get up and go out. I felt bad about what was going on. I went from somebody making $300,000 to making $70,000. And for people who make $70,000, they don't think that's cool. No, it's not cool, nigga, when you making $300,000. No, you're poor. You're poor. Yeah. You go from being lit to poor. So don't tell me about getting up and talking about this homeboy, I did it for 7 years, bro. You talking to a nigga who been on his own since I was 16. You're not talking to me about 7 years.
But you
and
understand-
talking about you get a chance to take a break.
And so you're missing the point.
Okay,
though.
tell me the point.
The point is, you think 70,000 is a little bit of money.
It is.
No,
But what I'm trying to
he's
tell you
just
is the
saying-
average people think that that's a lot.
No, listen. What he said going from 300,000 to 70.
I'm
but
broke.
that's a little.
But no. Scratch that. I don't even care. That's an irrelevant factor.
How?
Because in the conversation, when you're comparing average people,
Okay.
they will never hit 300,000.
Okay, but
a year.
70,000, I'm poor.
Guys,
You.
Okay, go ahead. You go ahead.
Aaron, get a little
this is the
control.
thing.
You go
What
ahead.
Esso is saying is that he believes as a man, you can't just sit on your ass,
agree.
regardless. And again, that's what y'all was saying the same thing. So right.
This is all time.
So like you can't just sit on your ass, funk or not.
Yeah.
Like if she at the hospital working, he needs to be in the Uber to live doing whatever.
Figuring it out.
Yes.
Something.
But Aaron, my question for you is this. This is real, and this is a taboo thing to say. What if his spirit is broken? Rico said that he held it down 7 years.
At least. Because I don't know the whole thing.
I'm just wondering.
So for the people who don't know, what we're talking about is there's a man who stays at home while his wife is a nurse and drives an Uber.
I'm just saying, like, even if my spirit is broken, I still got to turn my lights on in my house. I still got to.
Oh, one thing too, I seen a comment right here. If you look at the bottom right here, it said the average black man is not even making 60,000 a year. So he's right. This is the time for both to work and build together. So me in particular, I make I don't want to my business, but I make 60,000 and up, right? So one thing is too, when you get to like, there's a difference between you have like 20,000 and 40,000. It's when you work $60,000 a year job, a lot of those times it's a lot of work, 6-7 days a week sometimes, or average on an average week 5 days working minimum, and sometimes 6-7 days. So like anytime you raise, let's say you go every 10,000, you work. If you think about it, you're working more hours, or you got more responsibilities when it comes to making more money. A lot of people think, well, I want this manager position, but you gotta also think too. You might not do a lot of work that you were doing labor wise, but anytime you get a raise, they expect more and more from you. So you want top dollar, that means you gotta do a top dollar work. So a lot of people don't understand that. Like a lot of people don't understand why you want to make the big money. No, it's a lot of reason why you gotta you're making that price pool. Look at all these millionaires and billionaires. Don't think because they rich and stuff like that. They didn't work to get that $1 billion or that $1 million. It took a lot of work. So like it's crazy to think that like some people think 60,000 a year is like your boy said. Esso say he went from 300 to 70,000. I'm looking at that. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Fuck, 10,000 a lot of money. I could do a lot with 10,000. But he went from 300,000 to 70,000. That means he's not living. He's making I guess 300,000 to I guess this is what I'm gonna say. $300,000 he have, but he's trying to live a millionaire's lifestyle. That's the difference. If you make $60,000 a year, live your life like you're making 40 or like you're making 20. You don't have to keep spending money. That's one thing I preach. Stop spending money because you got it. Cause that shit could go down fast. And then it's not always about money, about resources. One of the biggest things when the hurricane hit, I had well enough money to go get gas, but I couldn't get gas because all the gas stations were closed, and then a lot of people taking gas up. So it's not about how much money you have; it's about resources. So a lot of people understand that, man. $60,000, it's a big work ethic with that amount of money. It might not seem like a lot to Esso because he's a millionaire. He's like a producer, stuff like that. Or he do a lot of did a lot of music for Beyonce and stuff like that, management stuff like that. So that's not a lot of money to him. But like you say, the average person, the average man, 60,000 is. I could do a lot with that. I could do a lot with 5,000, 2,000. You just got to know how to, live by your means. I never try to go overboard my means. I never did that. I'm like a lot of women know this too. Men are basic. We don't need fuzzy couches and fuzzy pillows and $5,000 carpets. We don't need all that. It'll look good to y'all. It'll look nice to y'all, but I'm very basic. Give me some mustard shirts, white tees, drawers, some Nike socks, some slippers, some pajamas, and I'll be straight. I'm good. That's all I need. I don't need all that Michael Kors. I could get it. I could buy it, but I don't need that. You can buy me some cologne. That's something simple. I don't need high price shit. I don't like. I mean, I could look nice regardless. I could look nice in Walmart clothes. I could look nice in Payless clothes or Dollar General clothes. It don't matter. It's all about how I put everything together. So, I like I said, I'm not saying I agree with Rico because he's my age, but it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So,
Still gotta eat. I still gotta buy my medicine. I still gotta put gas in my car.
You gotta try.
I still have to take care of 3 children, 3 little people who did not ask to be here, broken spirit or not. Like, I mean,
you know what I
that's
hear?
what I don't understand.
I'm just saying.
Last week, Esso sat here.
Okay, what I said?
Last week, Esso sat here and said, if my wife is making $500,000 hypothetically, and I sacrifice it because there's no point for both of us to be working.
500,000, yes, that's time for me.
Regardless about the money. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Just slow. If I sacrifice, right? If I sacrifice working, so then that way we can actually see each other, I'm looked at as a herd. And I'm looked at as a clown. And we agree.
I agree.
Right? Now, what I'm saying is playing devil's advocate on what you're saying.
Okay.
We said, hypothetically, if she's a nurse in Ubering, 100,000 she's making, right? Right? You following me, right?
I'm listening.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay.
So she's making 100,000, and I don't know what he was doing prior. We don't know the specifics. I don't know. All I know is that they bought a house when he was working, right? So they got something.
And they're maintaining the house.
They were maintaining the house as well.
Let him finish like you told me. Let him finish. You just told me let him finish.
So there's facts to come out.
Me too. I'm waiting patiently.
Because I have to. No, you're not. So
I actually am this time.
Are y'all waiting or y'all talking? So when it all comes down, he loses his job because of COVID, and then 18 months to 2 years, however long this time frame is, you're saying that it's unacceptable for him to take a break from working in totality. Mind you, like I said, he was collecting unemployment, so I'm not saying he's not providing something, but he's not working.
May I speak?
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm asking you a question.
Would you like to go first?
No, I was going to say, and to clarify, unemployment is like 60% of like what you make.
Whatever you're making.
Right? Yeah. So I mean, he bringing in,
He's doing. I don't know what he was doing. I know that he was bringing in money, but I know he was not working.
Okay.
I'm just helping paint the picture. That's all.
Yeah.
All I'm saying about.
I'm just asking.
All I'm saying about this husband is this: my wife isn't gonna go and be a nurse all day and come home and drive an Uber in a car that I can drive.
I don't even know how that works, to be honest. I don't think you can drive other people's cars.
They're married, correct?
That's not how.
Are they not married?
That's not how that works.
I'm not going to have my wife.
That's not how that works.
Drive a Uber
when he himself
around or while you're at work, boo. If I want to spend time with you, I'm gonna drive the Uber. I'll drop your ass off.
Right.
I'm gonna take you to work, boo. You out. I'm gonna go do my time. I'm gonna do my time while you at work. I'm gonna come pick your ass up and we lit. Right. I'm not staying at home with no hope of doing anything. Even when my wife was home for 4.5 years, she works for herself. So I gave her that time to figure out what was her next move that she was going to do out of respect. Was she still doing little shit to get money? You're goddamn right she was. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to pick this up. I'm not just going to sit around and let you do everything. Now, whether it didn't matter to me. If our bills was $7,000 and she came to me, she said, I only got $1,200, I appreciated that.
Because she's doing something.
That's
Better
it.
than nothing.
You're coming with the work with me. So that's giving me the fervor to go out. Exactly.
So wait, let me ask you a question. If
YouTube, let's get the likes
Thank
up.
you. I'm out there like this.
But wait, so let me ask you a question. So is it the money or is it the fact that they're working?
Principle.
It's not the money. It's not the fact that they're working.
Okay,
you asked me a question. Okay.
Yeah. Because I want to make sure that you understand.
I understand.
No. I want to make sure you understand.
Okay.
Right? If somebody's getting money handed to them, maybe they have made an investment and they're getting residuals, but they're still not working. But she still gives that $1,200 a month, but she just doesn't do anything outside of that. Is that still okay?
You're contributing, but I'm still going to look for you to at least be trying to figure out how you're going to do because we're still not making ends meet.
Can I say something to SO? YouTube, big shout out to YouTube. Let's get the likes up, guys. Put the likes, definitely like, super chat and everything else. Support the movement. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuel. Listen,
TJ Allen.
I got a question. I got a real question, right? SO said last week that boss women, and Rico said about boss women last week, do what they gotta do. As a man, if I'm not feeling with my energy and you're a boss woman, I'm going to move out the way. I want you to do what I would be able to do if I'm down. Because if I got hurt, I want to know you could handle it. Do you know what I'm saying to you?
Yep.
I want to know you got 3 kids with me. That means that if you are not able to handle it when I'm down, my kids are basically screwed.
If I'm gone.
Handle it means what, though?
I agree.
Uber and go be a nurse and bring that money
And what,
home.
and
what are you doing?
And handle it means, what am I doing while you handling it?
So I figure life out.
Nah.
I'm not even with
Unacceptable.
that.
It's just
That's
totally
not,
unacceptable.
For me, as a human being, forget a man or woman, that is not a partnership. I'm not signing up for that. This is talking about bad, forever, for worse, or whatever. You don't
Temporarily, though.
You don't.
I'm talking about temp. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
The way she's talking, the way Rico bought this thing, it doesn't sound like a temporary thing. It sounds like he did his 5 to 7 years and he checked out.
Nah, I mean, I didn't.
playing Call of
But here's the
Duty.
thing.
Yeah, he's playing Call of
No,
Duty.
we can't.
Ben Simmons.
See, I feel like a lot of people do this, and it's catty to me when we try to add variables and sounds. All we're doing is taking skeletons and we're going. Don't add extra. I don't care what it sounds like. I'm telling you what it is. This is the known things that are going on. We can add what ifs on both sides of the form, both sides of the fence. But what I'm saying is, when it's all said and done, going back to the original topic, is that we have a hard time putting ourselves in average. I don't like using the word average.
Average is
no,
okay.
but you could say average because the comments are saying,
Yeah.
no, the average man makes less than 60 grand. The average person is going through it. But you know what? One of the big comments, I'm sorry, I'm not going to say your name because I don't see it right here. It says the average man is being misled.
Tell us.
By what?
Yeah,
By misled in what way, though? Misled, what is he saying?
Tell him, respond.
Yeah, misled in what way?
Let me look for him real quick.
That's a whole different conversation.
Well, you know,
Because I'm cool. I just want to know from Rico's standpoint,
Yeah.
right? If you was in that man position and that woman was
Would you be okay with it?
But this is what I'm trying to tell.
No, wait, let me finish that.
I was going.
Let me ask my question. And
It be Aaron that's he's starting it up.
it's right here. It's right here.
Let me ask my question.
My bad, SO. My bad, SO.
Do your thing.
Quinn G, J-E-E said the average man is misguided on how he can guide a family to greatness and legacy.
Wow.
And what is that based upon, Queen G, or whatever your name is? Where are you getting these facts from? Is this just your opinion?
No, I actually think that's a good point.
Okay, but I'm asking the average man, are you a man? Do you have a father? Are you married? Where are you getting your philosophy from that these men are misled? What are you basing it on? Misled by what? Money? By the relationship? The partnership? Their leadership? What are you talking about? Because you sound like a hater. I'm just keeping it a bean. Like you saying vague stuff on a whole YouTube that we're supposed to listen to and give you, you know what I'm saying, something psychologically valid to answer, but you're being vague. What are we misled by?
Maybe, and I guess in the meantime, while he comes back to answer, maybe misled is a. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe this
I
person.
know that's not a man saying that. That's why I said it. That's why I said, boo, what is your stuff based upon? Tell me. See, when I'm on other podcasts with people, we have to spit facts, right? You can't just say a vague statement about how you...
Give her a second.
Hold on. No. She don't need a second. She can type while I'm talking, right? You can't just say a vague statement upon what you think men are and just leave it there and just leave it for us to say, oh, well, this is the answer. No, we're not herbs like that. We're not going to give you something that you can run back to your little petty boyfriend and use against him. We're not with that. Say what you got to say. Ask us what you need to ask, and we'll tell you how we feel. Period. But with that, all that propaganda stuff that you trying to give us, we already know you're a hater against men. Take the hate out.
All right, just for the record, I want to say something to YouTube and Instagram. I don't know if Instagram can hit me over here. Look, there's a lot of pressure. Look.
There are. What is it, Alan? Quick question. We have misogyny.
Yeah.
What is the opposite?
Misogyny.
Womenogamy.
No.
What is that? What is it? What is it?
I actually know this.
Misogyny.
The opposite of misogynist is equality.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because you're not misogynist.
We only get equality.
No, I mean,
That's what we get.
Not the opposite. I get that. Okay, I get what you're saying. I meant to say like from a woman that, because misogyny is.
Well, you got to remember something,
that hates
right?
men.
You got to remember something. Think about this for a second. When you look at misogynist.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
misandry?
It is that. Yeah.
Misandry is when women hate men.
It ain't no equality, eh?
No,
You
but
always taking up for these chicks on the
No,
line.
but what I'm saying-
Equality.
No.
It's misandry.
Alan do not be taking up for
Yes, he
women.
do. It's misandry.
and so what I'm trying to say is this, right? Back in the 50s, if they wanted to get rid of you, they would just call you a communist.
Yeah.
Wait, if it what?
Back in the 50s, if they wanted to get rid of you, they just called you a communist.
Wait, who called who?
Anybody, they just called you a communist, and you were like shunned. You couldn't come to your neighborhood no more. You couldn't do nothing.
Oh, you were communist?
Yo, you were communist.
A
So you were
communist is
just
that
like
bad?
banned, yeah. So today, when men are trying to explain to women, we are working to put things back together. Women call you all kind of names. They try to label you a misogynist. They labeled you an oppressor. They labeled you a bunch of stuff. We're just like, yo, look, obviously what you're doing is not working.
Misandry?
Misandry is when women hate
I
men.
learned something.
Man hater.
You always
They're
learn
a
something
man
when you
hater.
tune into 8 at the table.
Yeah.
I learned something. Misandry. I got 2
Misandry.
whole degrees and I didn't know about misandry. I got a lawyer next to me and she couldn't tell me about misandry.
Well, I said I know the word. I just couldn't recall
She
it.
didn't know it.
I should know the word. Are you serious?
She knew it, but she couldn't say
I couldn't recall it.
that. It don't count.
The account.
I read for a living.
Invalid. It's invalid.
All right, guys. So let's get back on topic, right? What do a man bring to the table? Can a man be a man if he doesn't bring leadership to the table?
No.
Aaron.
That's a woman question.
I'm gonna say. I'm actually gonna agree with you and say.
Repeat it, though.
Say it again, Alan.
Can a woman be with a man if he doesn't bring leadership to the table?
So I actually agree with you that I think that a man requires some form of leadership skills to have a successful relationship, successful marriage or whatever. And that's what needs to be brought to the table. But I also, and Alan will disagree because we've disagreed on this before, but like I also agree that like just because you got a dick don't mean you know everything. So that means you cannot lead in every single aspect.
100%.
You know, like I'll give you a perfect example. Like my husband knows a lot about like stocks and like, you know, like that kind of stuff. And I don't, but I know how to buy, flip, renovate real estate. You know what I mean? I know how to manage a portfolio of real estate. I'm still learning, but that's my strong point. So if I say, hey, I just landed a deal and I took $60,000 out of an account, he's not gonna be like, what? You did what? It's because he knows that I'm strong in that area and he's willing to follow my lead in that. He knows I'm not about to lead us astray. But I just feel like, again, yes, you have to have some sort of leadership skills, but you got to understand your weaknesses. You got to understand your capabilities.
Wait, Aaron. No.
Yeah.
He's still leading.
That's what I was going to say.
He just trusts your direction.
That's what I was going to say.
See, a good leader trusts the people around him. They have the right direction. See, a leader don't have to be in the front.
Yeah, he doesn't have to take control.
He just trusts your direction.
He puts the
if
right
I'm
people
leading
in
my
position.
wife, and my wife says, don't buy that stock. I'm like, all right, why? She's like, because of this and that, because I did with this. I'm like, cool. I trust the direction, but I'm still leading.
How are you still leading if you don't even understand?
It's his money. He's buying the stock.
No, even if it's not his money, it doesn't have to
I'm
be
just
his
saying,
money.
If you don't even understand what your wife has done, that ain't your thing, but you know she makes good.
Can I give you an analogy?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to understand.
So you can still be the leader and not, have to take full control of every single direction. For example, and don't hone in on the words, but a boss, right? Like a boss of a company, he can know nothing about marketing.
Yeah.
But he
Actually, top line, he will absolutely know top line about marketing.
He knows nothing about being a custodial worker.
You can say a music business
It doesn't matter.
person,
It doesn't
a boxer,
matter. He
nigga
doesn't
owns a
know
boxer.
every single thing. So what he's going to do is hire people who are better than him at those jobs and duties to fulfill it. So a man being a leader, like in the analogy that you just, or the example that you just gave, he could still be leading. He just trusts your direction. All right, cool. She's already proven that she's strong in this area. I don't have to lead here. In a sense, would take control. I'm going to just follow her direction. But if you start to make mistakes, best believe he's going to say that 60,000 that you try to take out.
We're going to bring that back.
No.
No way. Exactly.
Wait. So I have a question. So what if he makes a similar, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I think this is a good investment, a good whatever, and then he loses the same 60,000.
He's not a good leader.
Yeah.
What?
But he is good because it depends on who made the 60,000.
We made the 60,000.
He's joking.
We made the
He's
60,000.
He's joking.
That's all.
But I'm saying, like,
Chill, renegade. Chill. It was a joke.
I'm really trying to understand. It's like I kind of get what you're saying. However, when I'm looking at it like from a macro level, like
I get what you're saying.
like I get CEO. Like
get what
you
you're
know how to
saying,
look
too.
at a P&L. You know how to look at like all the EBITDA. Like all the finance stuff that you need to know how to.
Speak English for these people.
No,
They
but I'm
don't
just
know-
saying these are. Am I
They
right?
don't know those terminologies. They don't know.
So all the finance,
She's bugging like.
all the
so they're
finance
gonna
and
know
business
what
things that are
EBITDA means.
pertinent to a business.
But
They know how to.
no, but Aaron, what I'm saying to you is this, right? I understand real estate, right? Mm-hmm. I could look at a deal that may take somebody 6 months to understand in 6 minutes.
Right.
That's because it took me years to get to that.
Right.
So I could lead in a better position if I was still in that business, right? So what I'm saying to you is this.
Now it takes you 6 days.
Now even look at it.
I was like, I don't know.
No, but what I'm saying is like, if a man brings leadership to the table, the only way that should be taken from him if his woman is a better leader.
And if a woman leaves the household with a man, he's looked at as crazy.
Facts.
What are you talking about?
Facts.
He's not masculine. And even this woman right here would look at another man and be like, yo, this woman is leading you? Are you serious? Like, what kind of man are you? What kind of man are you? Because I'm looking for a man that even though if I want to be a leader,
Look at her face.
he got to be able to lead me too. Is that cat? Is that cap, renegade?
I
Is
think
all
he has to.
wanna know.
No, you're partially right. He has to still. No, he has to allow me to be able to lead in the areas that I'm stronger in.
If you see a woman and a man, and the woman is the leader, how you gonna look at that man? Look at that camera.
I'm gonna be like, I guess that's how y'all roll. That ain't
Oh, God.
for me in my house.
That was not.
That's not the question. I get that. How would you look at that man? And would you look at that man with respect?
No, real talk. And so I'm a person who says it. No, I am answering. I feel like if that's what works for y'all, that's for y'all.
Would you look at that man
Yes,
with respect?
I would still respect him. I would still respect him, but I'm gonna be like, you know what?
There we
That's
go.
what y'all do.
When they say but, that means no.
No, that's not true. I'm just
When
saying
she
that's what they
said,
do.
I would do that, but as soon as she throws the but in there, that means nah, you whack.
Man, I ain't got
So
no
if you
judgment for
want
nobody
something
else.
that looks like this, you better be a leader, okay?
All right, speaking of leadership, so a man got to bring leadership to the table, right? All right, now this is for Aaron, and I really want to dive into this.
In my house, you gotta be able to do something around the house too. You can't, and I'm gonna be real honest about this. In my house, you gotta be some level of handy. And I'm gonna tell you this: my husband is not handy, but because I am, he's picked up stuff. So he'll know how to
from you.
I'm not
either
handy.
from me or from his cousin. Like he'll come and do stuff at our house. His cousin will teach
Why
him
you gotta
stuff.
be handy? He can't pay for
Because that's what
I know he
that's
can
what
pay for
I
somebody
like.
to come fix it up.
That's what I like.
Well, he can act like somebody fixed it and say, yo, babe, I fixed that shit.
Maybe.
When you went to work.
He might be doing it.
He is doing it.
I'm not gonna lie. When I come home,
He's doing
when
it.
I go to Houston, or if I leave for a few days, whatever, and I come back, it'd be all kind of projects taken care of.
Yeah, if I got the money, he got all this shit, pretty girl, is gonna be done when you get home. And I did it all. Trust me.
But
I did everything in here.
I just like a handy man.
I hung that TV right there, boo. You see that?
And it hit the
And
cables.
so they love you on the chat. So I got a question now. We're going to go to what a man should bring to the table. Next question. Or next statement. I'm not sure in what way to put it. Aaron, if leadership is important, can a man lead you if the sex is bad?
Yeah, I actually think a man still can lead you if the sex is bad. Because I look at everything 80-20. Like, just because the 20% ain't right and the sex is whack, it doesn't mean you're not smart. It doesn't mean you're not capable. It doesn't mean you lack skills. It doesn't mean you're not intelligent. It doesn't mean you're not resourceful. It doesn't mean you don't know how to maneuver. So yeah, like if you've proven yourself in all these other areas in 80% of this relationship, I'm gonna still respect you. I might get dick from somewhere else.
Oh, thank you. All right. Thank you.
No, I'm
I
just
appreciate
joking.
her honesty. Thank you.
No, but listen.
She lost me for a
No,
second.
but real talk,
She
like
brought me right back.
I still think that you can still add value to the relationship as far as leadership.
That's most women's
Do you want
lives.
to be that man, Rico?
That's
Do
most
you want to
women's
be that
lives.
guy?
No, but I would never be that guy. But
Wow.
that's most men's reality.
Talk about, what are you saying?
I'm saying that they have a woman who they're not satisfying. And the only reason why she's still there is because he has some type of financial literacy to get them out of the fucking hole that they're in.
Well, no, I don't think it's just that. I'm saying, like,
Women, go ahead, listen.
I look at it at
Let her say what she wanna
80-20.
say.
I just believe nothing is gonna be perfect. Nothing is gonna be 100%.
So you would be with a man. So if your husband's sex was trashy, you still gonna rock with him?
What I'm saying is that marriage is a business.
And
everybody knows my position on that.
So that trashy sex is a part of your business?
Hey, I don't know. I guess I'd have to figure it out.
Trashy sex is not a part of my business.
No, and so where my question is coming from, this is just I'm talking about leadership, right? So here's what, because I got a question for the fellas next, right? The reason why I'm asking that question is if I'm a soldier, I'll die for my general. That's me. But if my general fall off his horse and there's 5 people outside, I'm scrapping. My general better know how to fight. Because it's just 2 of us against them. But if I see my general runs after he gets slapped,
You dead already, eh? They got you.
Yeah.
no, there's no weapons involved. It's just hands, right? I'm saying my general needs. What I'm saying is that is there a core to leadership for a woman? and is that connected to sex?
Women don't understand what a real leader is.
Let the woman answer it. Go ahead, woman. That's your question.
Why you say women don't understand what real leadership
Whoa.
is?
Let the woman answer the question. That's your question, woman. He
No,
talking
I
to you.
already answered that.
Well, all right, so I'll answer it, and you can go. I'll answer your question. I believe that because I feel, or maybe they do. They just play the game very well. But I'm just saying, I see an influx of women dating herbs because they have money, and most herbs with money are not leaders. That's all. So maybe y'all playing the game, and y'all playing it well, or maybe you're just naive enough to not know that he's not a real leader.
Oh, I can't speak for them, but
Yeah,
I feel what you're saying. Again, I don't look at everything as being like perfect and 100%. If you have proven to me that you have the skills, the capabilities, X, Y, and Z to like lead us in our marriage and as a business, and you good to me, yeah, I'm gonna respect you as a leader. Period. Like I don't, because again, like love is love, sex is sex or whatever, but marriage is a business. And I think like whoever doesn't look at marriage as a business, like you're sadly mistaken. And I'm not even saying just financial. It's everything. You know what I'm saying? Just like in a company, you have revenue. You know what I'm
The
saying?
women spend money and the men create revenue.
But that's not what I'm
just
saying.
joking.
I'm just saying
I'm
that
just
like
messing with
you
you,
know if
I don't look at my marriage like a business.
it's a bit.
If I did,
I'd probably treat it.
I'm gonna be honest, I would have more women.
But the thing is that you probably
I'm just
the thing is
keeping
that
it-
you love your wife, but you don't ever look at the business aspect of marriage.
No, I don't ever. All I ever look at is my heart, and this might sound crazy.
Esso's big on love.
I look at my heart and I look at my love.
Look at Aaron's face.
But he knows it. She
Esso, look what she just did to you.
But listen,
Aaron, you
I'm
gotta
not.
do that one more
listen,
time.
I'm not mad at her because I know how she feels. But this is the irony of what's going on. Like Rico would agree with me. You know what I'm saying? Like the first thing, and we're men and she's a woman, so y'all pay attention to what we talking about. I look at love. I'm not thinking about money, see, but I'm different. A knows this, Rico knows this. I'm not a money dude. I've been fortunate, I've been blessed to make money, but I'm not a money guy. I go back and forth with them about that. I'm a love, affection, time. I'll go on a ranch and grow food if I love you. I don't care. My life is not a...
You have been, Esso,
Uh-huh.
and me too, because my wife is here. You have been a very no, not because she's. I'm saying this, but you have been a very as you growing and becoming strong. Because I tell you me this all the time. She know I don't love them in the streets because finding love is very tough.
Yeah.
So, but on the other sense, Aaron is very practical.
Very.
She's very practical. See, you're lucky because it's working.
I found that, but I've learned from doing this stuff, everybody's story is different.
Yeah.
I understand that my story, I've been fortunate, I've studied, I didn't talk to people, but people came and talked. Growing up with the girls, I've been fortunate. I'm not saying I look like Denzel Washington, but I've been fortunate with women, you know what I'm saying? So the way I see things is, I'm a togetherness style of person. That's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about money. If me and her per se was married, I don't need nothing. I'll sacrifice or whatever. I'm more on the togetherness. I want to die with my partner.
Damn.
Can I present this?
Romeo and Juliet type shit.
That's just who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying?
So real quick, Queen G came back. She says, "Don't take it personal. I wish I could speak no text. He read it vague." She's talking to you, SO.
Queen G, I'm
Don't
good.
go in, please.
No, Queen G, no problem. You ain't got no beef with me. I ain't got no beef with you. It's all love.
I think it's. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is that like I and Alan hit the nail on that aspects. When you buy a house, when you have to save to buy a car. Like, so what if my husband come home and said, "Oh yeah, I got a 10% interest rate." Like what? Like, you're messing up our you messing things up around here.
But you know what's crazy? Let me jump in. My wife would be like, "Oh, so we still gonna get the car, right?"
See, that's what exactly.
Like, I swear to God, I had to drop off stuff for the condo that we live in, right? I'm stressed. I'm in Cali, like, yo, this shit's supposed to be in May 2nd, right? I don't get home till May 2nd or May 3rd. I'm in the house smoking weed, talking. I said, you know what, babe, I don't even feel like dropping that off today. I don't care if they fine me another $550. You know what she said? I like that. You're not worried about it.
Oh, nah.
You're not. You're always stressed about money and paying things. Yo, that makes me feel good that you're not worried about the extra $550. And I said, yeah, I already know it. I went dropped it off.
Which I can understand that.
But I'm just saying that there are people that are different. Before I was with her, no cap, I was stressed about every dollar. Rico knows. I'd be like, yo, we was up this amount of money. We're down. She spent all of this money. We're down this money. And I call him next month, I'm like, yo, it's paid off, Rico. It's good. And I'm like, I'm not even worried about it.
You know what the
world for president.
That's a word for president.
Tell Trump he's losing.
What's it called? I think it's kind of crazy.
Oh, okay, I got you.
The craziest thing that I've learned today, and I'm not gonna say that Aaron speaks for all women, but women look at marriage more so as a business than a man. Men spend majority of their lives not caring to get married, to find a person that they'll eventually marry who may look at it in a practical way for a plan B, just in case, or for a lifestyle of living that they desire.
I don't know why the screen green, but I guess I'm in the stream.